Okay, that wasn't too bad. Let's try a slightly more difficult one. We want to prove P implies Q implies Q, which by itself is ambiguous because I haven't told you the associativity of the implication operator. So what does that mean? Do I interpret this as the brackets on the left, or do I interpret this as the brackets on the right? Well, with implication is right associative, so you should read this statement like this. So you always do the leftmost implication first. The leftmost implication binds tighter, if you like. Okay, so how are we going to prove this? Same as before. I write my goal at the bottom. P implies Q implies Q. And I have to somehow get there from nothing. So because it's an implication, the only thing I can do is assume the left and somehow try and derive the right. So when I do that, I'm going to assume P and somehow get to P implies Q implies Q. Okay? I'm in the same situation again. Assume left, derive right. So assume P implies Q, try and derive Q. Okay? There's no more implications for me to break up. So what else have I got? Well, I've got P, and I've got P implies Q, and I've got the implication elimination rule, which tells me I can put these two things together to get Q. So we have P implies Q, therefore Q, so the gap is filled. So now I can put in my line numbers and my rules. These are both assumptions. This is implication elimination, line 1, line 2. This was implication introduction, and then we quote this entire block, 2 through 3. And this is implication introduction, and again we quote the entire block, 1 through 4. Okay? So now I want you to try on your own time, so try to prove A implies B implies A implies B implies C, and all of that implies C. It's not any more difficult than the previous question, it's just sort of extra steps. And again, remember that implication is right associative, so that means you should bracket this term first, and then bracket this term first. The brackets get messy, which is why we define right associativity, so we can avoid using all these brackets. So have a go at that, and then move on to the next one.